Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Decod3rs channel. So today we have a special guest, Gotto. Hi, Gotto. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing amazing, man. I'm went and got a fresh cut yesterday, got a little
Oh,
massage. I'm ready to go for Solana Summerfest. Gonna catch a plane in a
that's
few
cool.
hours here. So yeah, no, I'm doing
Nice.
great, bro.
Okay, so you really like a tight schedule between podcasts, playing. You're busy, bro.
Like to stay busy.
Exactly. And so tonight, for the next hour, we're going to talk about the Prime. Like everyone, you can see them like taking over the timeline. And yeah, bro, I want to know everything about the Primes. So that's why you're here. That's what we're gonna talk about. And yeah, let's do it, man.
Sweet. I'm stoked.
And yeah, GM everyone in the chat, GM Cloud, GM Fernie, GM Carlos, RM, Infinite King. Hope you're doing good. And Icon, yeah, what's up? Hope you're doing good. And everyone on Twitter, thank you so much for joining us today, Oli and the others. Thank you so much. Okay, so I think like a lot of people know you because you're quite famous, man. But like, let's get to the basic. And yeah, can you give us like some details about you and your background in crypto and yeah, just little presentation.
Yeah, definitely. So came into the space, I would say probably early fall of 21. And dove straight into the Solana space actually, which I think was probably the best move for me at the time. I think it was an easier transition for people that are getting into this kind of space and how they're how much funds they're coming with. I think Solana is probably the way to go there. So I kind of jumped in there and really just spent I'm very much an observer. So I spent quite a bit of time just really researching and learning and networking with people and building kind of my own community around myself. And yeah, I kind of just went through there, started doing spaces, built up a really good network of friends, started doing the IRL events. IRL events have been really big for me. It's something that I really enjoy and love. And when it comes to meeting people and really getting to touch base with people and learn who everyone is behind the PFP itself. So yeah, that's kind of where I was going on my personal journey. I was a chef for 13 years. And I would say February of this year, ended up making the plunge into full-time Web3. And luckily it was with the Primes, and here I am now.
Let's go. And yeah, like ready to take over the timeline. And you're doing a great job at that, man.
Thank you. Yeah, we're trying, man. We're having a real fun time with it.
I can see that. Yeah, I had like a one-on-one call with like Arcalion like before when we start like scheduling the show and stuff like that, and it was amazing. Like I like him already, and yeah, it's promising at what we are building with the Prime, right? So yeah, can you like give us like a little presentation of the Prime now that for the people who are not really aware of it yet?
Yeah, of course. So we're building out a tech-centric PFP collection. So our goal over the last year and a bit has been building out our one-stop shop platform. So the team is coming from a gaming studio background of 5+ years. So it's a very large team. So we really pushed to build out the most possible solutions that we found were very much needed and useful. And also enhance on a lot of things that are currently already in the market, right? So that's kind of where we've been building the last year, and it was really important for us as well that we're doing this in a fashion of being able to have everything together and being able to have the platform ready pre-mint, right? I think that's
cool.
Probably the most important thing in this ecosystem, whether bear market or not. And so that's kind of what we've been doing. So we've pushed out our lending aggregator, which is powered by Sharkify at this time and gated for our pre-sale holders. The platform is up.
Yes.
We've got our boutique casino suite up right now, and a few other things that are going to be coming down the pipeline pre-mint here. So we've built out our multi-chain Raffle aggregator. So this is something that I'm super excited about. So it's going to be aggregating through sites like Famous Fox and Monet. And this is something completely new that hasn't been done yet. And I'm really stoked for this one. We've been working alongside the Raffle DAO, which are some of the biggest rafflers on the FFF platform, to really make sure that we're diving deep into the stuff that we're building and really getting strong feedback and looking for things that the people that are going to be utilizing these types of platforms are really looking for, right? And so that was a big part in pretty much everything that we've built is community and ecosystem feedback. So we've got that. We're building out our habits platform. We've built out our pre-sale straight through the platform itself. And for us, really, it was like a goal to utilize our whole team, because it is very large, and really push and build everything that we want to do through our platform on our own, right? So that brings us to the coming month that's coming up here with our Mint experience, right? So our Mint is going to be really sick. I'm pretty stoked about that. We're actually going to be releasing some information about that within the next week here, which I'm super excited about, and some really detailed videos and tutorials on how this is actually going to work. But it's going to be straight through our platform, no launch pad, and it's going to be a completely new experience that hasn't been done before. So yeah, that's kind of what we're doing. We're really building out a one-stop shop platform, and trying to push on a bunch of different tech here.
One-stop shop, it's hard to say, bro.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's hard to say. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen, and I'm going again to display it again with the people here in the chat on YouTube, so they can have an idea. Okay, so in the chat, can you tell us if you are already aware of the Prime project, and have you already done your research on your side, if you know the tools, or do you want to just going around it? I would like to know that. That could be interesting. Okay, but basically what I think you can see my screen too, right? Gotto.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So basically we have a clean UI. It's cool. Good job with that. And the menu, it's fine. Okay, let me change that a little bit so they can see the menu. Yes, cool. Okay. So that's all of the tools. So we have the Prime list, pre-sale, which is something to onboard your future whitelist people, right? The people that you want to give the whitelist to. It's a selective tool.
With the Prime list application, it was actually something a little bit different, and with building all this stuff out, we're really trying to have fun with it and really gamify what we're doing. So this Prime list application is more of a purging system. And so what we did was, people that had the Prime list eligible role were able to go here and fill out an application. And what this really did for us was really show who's really interested in what we're building and who really wants to be a part of it, right? And then once they would fill it out, boom, then they would have the final Prime list, right? So it also ties into a little bit with our airdrop and how we kind of gamified that. And so with the airdrop specifically, which is actually being pushed out as we speak, it was really important to us that, again, with the platform, that we're rewarding the people that want to be a part of the project and want to be involved with what we're doing pre-mint, right? And not just do the regular airdrop to whatever wallets or whatever influencer, whatever the case may be, right? So that's kind of how we tied that in with our airdrops, with a boosting system. So the boosts are kind of broken down for a role-based system. So if you had an OG roll, it was 30% boost. If you had pre-sale wave 1, 20%, pre-sale wave 2, 20%. And then the application gave you a percentage as well, right? So it wasn't if you have the highest percentage, you're guaranteed, but how they're being kind of raffled and then sent out, these boosts are giving you a better chance of actually receiving the airdrop. And the people that are going to receive them are the people that are really interested and have put work into being involved with the project.
Okay, that makes sense. And one what are your criteria to select your best people? What are you looking for? What's the best persona of holders you want?
So I think like the thing for us was people that are like, even when we were doing like OG roles and stuff like that, like we really weren't just dishing them out unless somebody was like really interested. And we've done like a kind of a different approach. Like we really wanted to be involved with the community and have this one-on-one connection with people, because I think that's super important when you're actually building a community and not just, I guess, pleasing the masses, right? So we've done a lot of different stuff in that aspect, and when it comes down to it, having like actual one-on-one calls with community members that are whether they're interested in the lending aspect or whatever we're doing, right? So we've done a lot of that, and a lot of community feedback through different channels as well. And so that's kind of how we've kind of gauged it.
Okay, that's pretty cool, and that's an interesting way. Like it's cool like, to build a tool that then you use yourself, and then that you can resell to other projects, right?
100%.
That's a banger. Okay, so we have also the pre-sale tool. So it's something like for pre-sale project, you use your pre-sale product to do your own ones. It's cool. Like it's basically sold out. Congrats, GG.
Yeah, so like with the pre-sale, so like obviously we did like we pushed pre-sales to DAOs as well, but for building it out through the platform, this is like a completely separate link than what the DAOs would receive, and this was something that we wanted to again reward community members that are actually going to the platform and actually coming and seeing this page and realizing, cool, like I'm able to be a part of the Prime's pre-sale without holding X project or whatever, you know what I mean? And so this has been a really cool thing for us as well.
No, definitely. Okay, I'm just checking like the question. What will be the mean price for OG, whitelist, and public considering the peer market?
So that's going to be 3 SOL.
Yeah, that's what I read on your Discord. That's cool. And for like a 7777 supply, right?
Yes, yeah, correct.
Yes, I think okay, cool. So yeah, GM habit. So I guess it's like gonna be prime growth and social engagement up. That's cool. Yeah, okay. So it's a generator for GM. That's in your pitch too. That's cool. Like, bro, if people are like, do you have like 1,000, 2,000 people of your holders like using these tools and making tweets? That's an army. Like, facilitating the army to. Your little army, like to spread awareness for the project, and that's cool. That's dope. I want to do
100%. Yeah, and there's a lot of different stuff that we're building out to the Habits platform as well, other than just like a GM tweet, and it's going to tie into the gamification side of things and rewards as well.
Okay, that's dope. I saw that in the pitch deck. Like there is like the gems, right? Like that will, like you do an action, you get rewarded, and then you can spend it on the platform. That's the goal, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, we're going with the catnip.
Nice, perfect. A new drone is over. Okay, so games. So we have like the casino meta here. That's cool. That could be like some income for you for the project. That's cool. Yeah, the classic stuff. And slot, same thing. That's cool. How many SOL have you lost already in those games?
Oh my god, dude! I have the worst luck. I have the worst luck. I've never like. I tried Soul Crash one time, and I was like, oh, nope. This is too dangerous for me. But yeah, no, these are pretty cool. Plinko is just in beta right now, cool. And then Crash will be coming soon as well to the platform.
Shit. Okay, that's nice. And like, how many users are using like those games? Do you have any KPIs? Like, do you have any like revenue that you generated like pre-mint with those games?
Yes, yeah, totally. I wouldn't have the number on hand right now. I would have to ask Arc, but yes.
Okay, cool. Do you have an ID?
I have no idea.
Okay, cool. That's okay. Okay, and the big one, NFTFi. Okay, so you're doing NFTFi too. That's cool. What's gonna be okay? Loan offer. Yeah, that's the aggregator that you said between Sharky and the other one. Connect
Yes.
the wallet. Yes. Okay, that's cool.
Wait, Vince, do you have a mint pass?
Yeah. Mint price? I don't think so.
Pre-sale? Yeah.
Pre-sale, yes.
Yeah. Okay, then you're good. You're good.
I did the mint with the prime list just 1 hour before
yeah. So
that.
this is the aggregator is gated to the pre-sale holders right now. I can share my screen after we're done this if you do want to go through that.
It's on my other computer. It's on my crypto computer. So not on the streaming one. Okay, cool. Okay, so basically you aggregate, automate bulk your loan offers on collection. Cool. So you automate aggregator of loans, right? That's cool.
Yes.
Cool. Are you can you roll over like my Sharky loans automatically?
Yeah, so it is fully powered by Sharky right now.
Okay.
So we're going to be implementing Citrus. Citrus is in the works, and then we'll obviously start adding some other platforms as well. But those are going to be the main two. We've worked pretty close alongside Sharky, building out different bots and stuff like that for our server and theirs as well.
Okay.
For lending foreclosures and offers in real time, and yeah, that's been a really cool collab, and that's kind of why we've gone with Sharky right now.
Nice. That's really dope. Okay, I'm just going to drop the links in the chat for everyone to read everything. Make sure you understand everything they're building and that you basically have all of the information here. And the pitch deck, I love the pitch deck. It's clear. It's a good one. Love it. So yeah, everyone, make sure you have a look at those documents, and you can go to the website, theprimes.io after show. Oh yeah, and Betcord, which is like basically betting on Discord. Good name. It's simple. I understand. Just with the name.
Yeah, Betcord. So exactly. So right now it's housing horse racing, which was a really fun thing, I think, to be able to bring to the community as well. Number one, it keeps Discord alive and brings a lot of fun to community members. So that's been a really cool one, and we'll be building out different PvP betting games for that in the future here.
Wait, what? You already have like 70,000. You can even bet. That you built this one, or is that like a bot that you use yourself and then you use it? Like the user, or like where the user coming from?
So these are from all the different servers that it was implemented in.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Is that like a real-time horses races?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you can see the horses racing. Cool. It's pretty fun.
That's dope. Okay. Maybe I will have a look. Maybe the Decod3rs community will enjoy some races. That could be cool. Okay, nice. Okay, so now we have a better idea of like what's up. And honestly, like, yeah, you put some work all together, like to deploy that kind of product all of pre-mint. That's nice, man. Congrats.
Yeah, thank you. No, we love Betcord. That's it's something the community has loved.
That's amazing. Okay, cool. So the one-stop shop meta. Okay, so did you share this idea with Elon, and that's why he's making like from Twitter to X, and now he's going to be the one-stop shop of the web?
Oh man, I don't know. I like the whole X thing, but
yeah,
it's taken something to get used to, man. Like even just getting like the push notifications and not seeing it say Twitter, I'm like, oh, yeah, it's definitely going to be something to get used to.
I tweeted about that and say, okay, no, it's just like the X Plus sub DAO that took over Twitter. That's what happened. But yeah, like the X branding, it's something. It's another feeling. It's something. It's cool. It's kind of tricky because, like, you know, like I don't know if you have like startup experience. Yeah, do you have a background in Web2 startups?
I do not know.
Okay, so like sometimes when you ask a founder to pitch like their product, and some of them are saying, "Oh yeah, I want an app to do everything," and generally it's a lack of focus, and it's and like they want to do everything, but they can't do anything correctly. Like
Because
once.
it's too much.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I see
It's
what you're
way
saying.
too big. And instead of serving one vertical really, really well, and then you take the market, they try to do everything, but they don't have like enough differentiator to really make an impact to the user, right? So it could be tricky approach. So yeah, what do you think about that? Like, do you have a take on that?
No, I 100% agree with you. And I've actually had a lot of conversations about this. But that's kind of why we've spent like the last year and a bit really building all of this out, right? And I would say like everything is like 80% done, if not done already, and will be up pre-mint as well. And so with the team itself, like we have 5 in-house devs, up to 15 outsourced, graphics artists, animators, the whole 9 yards. So for us, that's never really been an issue, and the team is really quick to pivot. And I think that's going to be something that's really cool going forward post-mint as well. And I think it's something that projects really got to be like on the ball with, right? Because things do change in this ecosystem day by day or hour by hour. And so as we're building stuff out, right, obviously there's stuff that we've got up there that is part of the meta right now and past meta, and we plan to continue on with that with future metas and how we're able to pivot in this market. So yeah, no, I agree with you. That's definitely an issue. But yeah, we haven't seen that at all. And as well, I mean, once everything is up on the platform and the mint is done, we'll be able to see through analytics what is really driving the most traffic and where to put the most attention, if that makes sense.
No, 100%. That's the best way to create the business, right? Be KPI driven.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm just going to go up to the comment. Love the boost mechanism. It's something very new and engaging. Will there be more games added in the future? Like, I guess sky is the limit, right?
Yeah, 100%, 100%. Yeah, we're definitely working on stuff for Betcord and implementing some different games for the future.
Okay, and Carlos again. I'm sure you will be distributing some promo codes to the Decoders community, right? Like guys, we are also on Atlas3. So if you check the pin tweet, the pin Discord, the pin YouTube message, it will redirect to the Atlas3. And because you are like Decoders members, then you will have access to the raffle to win a whitelist for the primes. So there is that. That's what you do. What makes the prime stay ahead of its competition?
Yeah, so I would say just being really tapped into the ecosystem is super important in that way. And that comes from the team being really, what's the right word, diving in constantly, right? And I think that's something that we really got to be on top of as builders in the space, right? Like you really have to be networking and really watching what's going on in the ecosystem constantly. And it ties back into having this large team that's able to pivot, right? And so we're very lucky with that. And I'm personally a 24/7 Web3 enthusiast. There's no days off in Web3. So yeah, so just really being involved, right, is what keeps you in the know of kind of what's going on and where to push next.
And how do you organize your team? Like, do you have like, for example, if you have like 15 developers, do you have like 5 developers only working on one product and 5 developers working on another product, or do you switch them up and to stay agile in a bit? Like, how do you organize your teams?
Yeah, so there's multiple developers working on different parts of the platform itself.
Okay, yeah. So like everyone is agile and can jump from one project to another. So if you have like one that is like basically like have the most traction, you can allocate the resources and just dev faster.
Yeah, no, exactly, man.
That's cool. That's interesting. And okay, so team size is like 15 people. What do you think? Okay, so basically, yeah. So this meta was like the one app to rule them all. That's pretty cool. But like, what kind of like products have you identified that the market was not served well, or even if you re-implement a version of something that already exists, how your product is better than, again, the competition or like other market participants?
Yeah, so I think like, I mean, I guess it depends on which product, but really for us, it's about enhancing on certain protocols that are kind of already in place, right? And the thing on the lending side specifically, we noticed that sometimes it can be difficult for users with larger capital to utilize their funds easier, right? And so we really pushed that sense on the aggregation of our lending aggregator, right? Through different things like automation, semi-automation, and different things like that. With the on the Raffle side of things, I would say that, I mean, there is no Raffle aggregator at the moment, but we really wanted to, I think, make a place where these kinds of products are a lot easier to use, and get you the best outcomes, right? And the highest trends, because I think as somebody coming in, as we get closer to a bull market, however long that will take, but I mean, we've done it, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we've definitely gotten rinsed on raffles or whatever it might be, right? So the goal there really is to streamline it and make it a lot more simple and a lot easier for people to understand and kind of know where to go, right?
Yeah, no, that's definitely interesting. And yeah, again, like stay ahead of like the product lines by checking KPIs, being connected with the ecosystem, and then you can that's basically how you can decide what to build next, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what product are is missing right now? Like, if you had to build something like tomorrow, what would you do?
That's a good question. I don't know, man. I think like, I don't know what this tool looks like, but something that I think like as an ecosystem we kind of got to figure out is, how do we expect people to come into this ecosystem with us?
Mhm.
And I think like it looks bad from the outside looking in sometimes, right? So how are we going to build things that streamline the things that we're doing and we're comfortable with, because we've been here from the start? And yeah, I think it's really about that for me personally.
Okay. How to onboard the next wave or for? I mean, bro, it's easy. We need a bull run. We need Solana to go back from 25 to 250. That's gonna bring some people.
I hope so.
And it's kind of like the same thing with like NFT, like floor price, right? Like a project is way sexier at like 50 SOL than half a SOL. But like the fundamental of the project could have not changed, but just the price, and then you drive crazy demands because then speculation and stuff like that. It's not sad, but almost sad. It's sadish, but yeah, it's. I think that's like how the best way to onboard new people is just to go to Moon, and then we have like people can learn, and then they lose money. No, they don't lose money, but like they don't take profit, and then they have to wait the next cycle, and then you learn your lessons, right?
Right, exactly like we did.
And yeah, this time was different, but not that much. How are you living like the beer market, like personally? Is that yeah, okay, like, yeah, it's a beer market, bro, I know, or like are you depressed?
I'm chilling. I mean, like
Yeah.
my bags are down, obviously. Like they're not looking pretty. But I found that taking this time
Hmm.
was really good. And something that like I've always really loved is people and just like building those kind of connections. And so
Mhm.
I mean this time is perfect for that. And
Yeah.
I've kind of tried to change my trading strategy as well. I think like stopping looking for the next
Yeah.
pump or the next flip or whatever um, is kind of where I started going in this market because it's just like it's really hard to find those. And so I really started buying into things that I think are going to be beneficial for me as a person, whether that be um, network or community
Yeah.
or um, trading tools that are going to teach me how to trade better or things like
Oh,
that,
okay.
right? And so that's kind of where I think like for me I'm just chilling and really trying to set myself up.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. And yeah, like see, when you already survive one bear market, the second one is a bit easier.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what's up. Yeah, how many cycles have you done? Like, is that your third one?
Well, this would be my
So,
first, I guess. Yeah, I came
oh, okay,
in
okay,
20 in fall of 21.
okay. Welcome home. And what's your favorite tool of like the Primes product that you have right now? Which one are you using the most?
So right now I've just been kind of dabbling in the lending side of things.
Okay.
But I'm excited personally for the raffle aggregator. I'm a big degen when it comes to raffles.
Mm.
Um, and obviously I've lost a good amount of soul there, but also I've gained a decent bag from there as well. So I
Okay.
mean, if I can once we get to use it and I'll be able to actually see where the best odds are,
Mhm.
I'm pretty stoked for that.
Okay, that's interesting. Well, like, where can you get raffles? Like right now, like, yeah, you obviously like FFF, but like, are you aggregating like all of the smaller project that making us a raffle, and then you have like the list of all of the raffle available on the platform?
So it'll be aggregating through FFF and Stone Ape Cruise Monet
Okay,
platform
okay, okay, money makes
for the
sense.
time being,
Yeah,
anyways.
makes sense. Okay, so that's cool. That could be useful for people. I'm pretty sure like the raffle volume right now is still quite high, bear market or not, because basically gambling. So
Yeah, dude. The other
yeah,
day, I saw on the timeline somebody was raffling off like a Rolex or some shit on FFF.
what?
Like, I just think like the aggregation side of things is going to be cool because I
Oh,
know for a fact there's probably people that are in Stoned Apes that aren't using FFF, and there's people on FFF that aren't looking on Monet, right? And so
mhm.
being able to kind of aggregate that and kind of bring everyone together in that sense, I think is awesome.
Yeah, that's definitely interesting. And okay, so what would make primes like bear market resilient? Because you need volume, right? And it's easier to push that kind of tools during the build. But like obviously we are in a beer. How are you going to not survive, but like make enough capital to stay alive at least for the beer and then like uh going top right during the build.
Yeah, I think it really comes down to proper monetization of the tools that you're building.
Okay.
And so there's a lot of obviously a lot of tools that are being pushed out pre-mint.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's continuing with that and building out new utilities and being innovative in a sense and also being able to scale the things that you're doing, right? And a lot of what we're building, we're looking to push to other projects, right? Like whether
Yeah.
that be the pre-sale or the purging system, or if I know the mint's gonna be a really cool experience, but if that's something that an upcoming project thinks is really dope and wants to take
Mm-hmm.
on, then cool, right? So
Oh yeah, because the mint experience will be completely different than just pressing the button, right?
yeah, exactly.
What can you tell us about that?
So basically, what it's going to be is, so we've been very stealth in how we've been doing the reveal of our art. So the art is not revealed. We haven't shared any sneak
Yeah.
peeks other than
The hands.
just little graphics and the paws. Yeah. So the reveal process is going to be part of the mint experience itself. So you're
Okay.
going to be able to see exactly what prime you want before you press that mint button.
What?
So yeah, it's gonna be oh man, I wish I could share everything with you right now. It's coming up very soon. The tutorial and the videos are coming within the next week here. But yeah, it's gonna be a really dope experience. I'm super excited about it. We've got a lot of different gamification coming into the mint experience specifically. And afterwards for some primes in particular. So I'm very excited to get that out here.
Okay, no, I'm hooked. Okay, I want to see that. Oh, is that streamable? Is that an
Probably.
experimentation? Okay. Let's talk in the DM after that.
Okay.
Okay.
I would love that.
Okay, that could be cool. Yo, go to chill, yeah. Oh, is Spliffy is Spliffy like checking that you're not dropping some gems?
Spliffy was in the space last night. I'm not sharing anything more than what I shared last night, bro.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. It's like ordinal sort of mint when the minter is able to choose the exact NFT you wish to mint. But like, what? Is it like ordinal sort of mint where the minter is? Do we have that on ordinals?
I don't know. I've actually only minted one ordinal, and that was the Titan Mecha. So I'm not familiar.
Okay. Carlos, like, what kind of ordinal did you mint and choose to like the NFT? Because that's like what I like with the mint, right? Is like you basically open a candy and you don't know what you're gonna get, right? That's exciting, and you don't know how many you're gonna get. Is that gonna be sold out in 5 seconds? That was a good time, man. That was a good time. But and that's pretty cool. Like a nice innovation if you can do that. That's cool. Okay, so obviously you are a builder's project, right? But the tricky part of like the builder's project is like you have what I'm calling like the curse of builder's project, when like people are kind of like capping the floor price of the builder project based on the tools and the value of those tools that you can get back, right? Or even like, also with, for example, stacking, you can say, okay, this token is worth like 10 cents. I'm getting like 15 tokens per day. Then this NFT is going to give me the ROI after 1 year, blah, 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 etc. Right? How do you have any solution for that? Did you even like acknowledge that issues with like issues, because it could not be an issue also, but like do you acknowledge that, and do you intend to solve it, and if so, how?
Yeah, no, 100%. And that's like, so we're not going to be going with like an on-chain rewards token. Because I think like it does exactly that, right? People kind of base it off of that, and it just brings a lot more work to what you're doing. But we're having an on-platform currency, I guess you would call it. That is basically you're going to be able to earn through using the platform itself and different gamified aspects while holding your primes that are gonna come with a lot of cool rewards. So we're building out. We built out our prime shop, and so this is just one of the reward systems that are going to be in place here that I can share. But the prime shop, basically, you're going to be able to spend these this catnip to basically, it's like a vending machine. So or a pick and win, I guess would be the way to put it. And so we're gonna have a lot of different things in here, whether it be tokens, blue chip NFTs. We've talked IRL products, custom 101s, possibly. So we're working a lot of things into this and the rewards itself.
Okay.
So I think like that's kind of where you need to like make the mark, right? Is the reward side of things.
Okay. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, and like I saw. Did you mention catnip?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So what was the sentence exactly? Can you repeat, please?
So the catnip is going to be what you're earning.
Oh, okay. Because V is like she's a whale in Fat Cat, and it's called like the token is called catnip. That's why she's
Oh,
saying
really?
that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't an on-chain token.
Okay. That's why. Yeah. Okay, and like, how do you organize like your developer time? Because like, okay, so if you follow the next meta, right, like whatever it is next week, and you decide to create a product around it, and you need like 1 month to build it if you're fast enough to build it in 1 month and like make it cool and beautiful and pretty and nice. But the meta is gone. Like, how do you define, like what is that worth it to go with that? Should we be the first to the market and then see what happens? Like, how do you decide to do what's next?
Yeah, I think that comes down to just being really careful with what you're kind of doing, and it
Mm-hmm.
really takes like I think time of building analytics for these kind of things when you're
Okay.
building stuff, rather than kind of just trying to follow a quick trend, because you're right, shit
Yeah.
changes so fast, right? So I think the value proposition really has to be there for when you are building things out, and it needs to make sense, right?
So what kind of KPIs would you use to define like what you want to build? Like what we're looking at?
So I think it really comes down to just being like really dove into the market, I guess, and
Okay.
sentiment around that and community. And that's something that we're really pushing towards is community feedback. And we're going to be we're going to be pushing that part pretty hard, with spaces and in Discord as well, and channels
Okay.
that we have, for suggestions on all things that we're kind of building. So yeah, I think you just really need to be aware of what's going on and what the sentiment of things are, right?
Yeah, that definitely makes sense. Bro, like there is so many like project founders like that don't really understand like the industry where we are in, and it shows like pretty fast. It's crazy sometimes, like it's insane. Like yeah, and if you don't have this connection, like yeah, it's hard to earn the price of your asset, right?
100%.
Yeah. And okay, and so what you're saying is like staying connecting basically with like the crypto timeline, the X app, and
Yeah.
like talk to the maximum of people, and like that's what you do, right?
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's it's required. That's interesting. And do you think there is some room to for a project to create a new meta, or is that like a dangerous game?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think
Mm,
like right now, this is the best time to be innovative. But of course, I mean, it always comes with caution, right? I
yeah.
mean, there's obviously things that are going to work and not work. But again, I think this is the time for people to figure that out.
Yeah. No, 100%. Like, yeah, we have more time to experiment and try more stuff in the beer market because it has also like less consequences in a way of like, okay, you're not crashing a project that went to 2000 floor price, like a USD floor price to $50 because you make a bad announcement, right? Like we have more time to be,
Exactly.
yeah, that makes sense. Oh yeah, and Kong, yeah, but by the way, Kong, thank you so much for like introducing make the connection and the introduction. And yeah, very bullish on what Vince is building with Decod3rs and what Gotto and the gang are building. Thank you so much, Kong. Can you
appreciate you, Kong.
Can you tell us why you are bullish on the primes so we can like get on that? You can afford to fail several times in a bear market, exactly, V. But we're not failing anymore. We failed before, maybe, but not anymore. We got the good shit put together. That's cool. Okay, let's talk a little bit about like the collection that you're going to push soon, right? Like, what's the inspiration from the art? We start revealing the art.
So for us, it was really something that I think like we wanted people to be able to connect with, whether that be the base character or the traits that are coming with it as well. And I'm really excited. The art's been done for about 2 months now, and
lucky guys,
it's been killing me, dude. I'm very excited to be able to share this
nice.
Once we get to the mint itself. But yeah, it really came down to sentiment really, and being able to have people connect with it, right?
That's pretty cool. And do you think like there is a meta in the art too, where like at some point you need to upgrade the art to follow a new meta of PFP, etc. Like, do you think it's also working for like NFT than products?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I think we've seen it like a lot of times, and I don't think it does much for projects when they do that, other than the price speculation pump, right? Like,
yeah. But yeah, it's tricky because like the goal, I mean, the last years and a half, right? Like the main factor for everyone in the NFT community was to make a shit ton of money, right? Like that was like why people were there. But now we're staying for the technology, right? Because we don't make the same amount of money anymore. But like that's also that's still the same concern, like not concern, but like focus for people, right? Like they still want to mean something and expect like to go not 100x, but at least 2-3x after the mint, right? It's still important and it's driving factor, I think.
Yeah, and I think it's a different situation for like even like with season 3 coming supposedly next week, right? I mean, I'm sure you're pretty.
It's coming, bro. It's coming.
I hope so. But like that's a completely different aspect, right? Because they're not just doing like an art upgrade to upgrade the art. Like they've got obviously a lot coming with that, and in that aspect, I think upgrading the art is totally fine, right? Because they're pushing towards something a little bit different on the business side of things as well. So.
Yeah, 100%. It's just a catalyst to create a new big event, but yeah, hopefully there is other stuff because we already had a hard upgrade, and now it's not supposedly, it's happening. It's happening. I hope, I think it's ready. I don't have like alpha or anything, but I know at their point of history right now, I would announce it when it's ready, and they just need to push the production button to go live. Basically, I think that would make sense to do that. Except if Frank is like just trashing everything like 2 days before, but that's another story.
I'm sure they're coming next week, man. They're gonna crush it.
Yeah. That's going to be cool. And that's going to be like they're going to wake up the whole NFT ecosystem, and then the prime will fly because the whole market will be burning. And okay, so like if I mint and if I hold my little primes, like what will be the oldest benefit for me to use your tool after that?
Yeah, so the platform itself is going to be fully open to the public, but there will be rewards or reward systems for actual prime holders that are utilizing this platform, as well as there's a portion of the platform that is gated to holders on the gamification side of things. So yeah, the rewards specifically.
Okay. Oh, what kind of reward? What are you giving me? What are you giving me if I have 50 primes? The next question.
So we haven't announced exactly
Okay.
what on the how many you're gonna hold aspect the rewards
Okay.
will be. But that'll be getting announced soon.
Soon? Wait. No. Okay. I have a soundboard, but I'm not sure about the buttons. So. But okay, cool. So I will put the primes account on notifications. I'm interested. I need to know. And okay, so all those benefits you don't want to tell me? Okay, that's fair enough. And mint details, I think we already entered that with like the supply and mint price. Do we have a date?
So there is no date announced yet, but we are looking to push August. Something for us though, I think like that we always keep in mind is the community, and I think like with us being self-funded and having this kind of already built, like our goal anyways was to build this out pre-mint, right, and have everything accessible and reward people pre-mint, which by the way the airdrops are being distributed right now. There's already 200 plus out, but so anyways we are looking for this month, probably around the end of the month. But I mean, for us, we're not worried if some crazy catastrophic FTX thing happens again, because really it's not about getting this mint done for us. It's really about providing value. So, so yeah, I will say close to the end of October.
Okay, October.
Or sorry, August. I don't know why I said October.
Okay.
Everybody just freaked out that was listening.
No, that's all good. And like, what's your burn rate actually right now, like with the company?
Pardon
me? Self-funded, like you said, like you are self-funded. So like, what's your burn rate?
Burn rate.
How much it costs like to run the operation right now? Do you know?
No, I wouldn't have the answer for that.
Yeah, 15 people. That's not 2K. And do you know the volume that you need to generate on the platform, like to be profitable?
Arc would have a better answer on that than I would personally.
Okay, that's no problem. Okay, I will ask him. Don't throw the bad FTX juju out there.
That's not ever happening to us again, man. It's only up from here.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, yes. Exactly. Only from here. That's for sure. And I'm not Canadian. Okay, I have this Canadian citizenship, but I'm more French than Canadian. Okay, like I'm Canadian. Thanks for the passport, but I'm French. I think I wrote out all of my personal questions and my own research. So yeah, thank you for that. Did I miss anything like that you wanted to give the information to the people? Or did I miss anything?
I think we've pretty much touched on just about everything that we've released so far. Yeah, man, this has been really nice chopping it up with you, bro. I'm stoked we got to do this. And it's a perfect time to do it with everything that's being pushed out, whether it be airdrops and announcements. So no, it was awesome, man.
No, and you can come back after the mint, so we can like recap, like have an overview of like how it went and like what's coming for the future. Bro, you can come back on the channel whenever you want. If you want to make a big announcement, just DM me or DM Kong, because he knows. And we can schedule another stream to talk more and announce everything that you want to announce and drop some alpha for the Decod3rs community.
Perfect. I'm super down with that, man.
Cool. Amazing. And Joey, I got my wallet. Oh yeah, don't forget to click on the Atlas link so you can enter the raffle, so you can have a whitelist. And also, like for every primes holders, we will give you like a Decoders whitelist, because you just need to hold an NFT of the collection that are on the channel, and then you will get whitelist for the Decoders. But it's
That's sick.
I mean,
love that.
Yeah, and Gotto, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. And I will also like join. I will send you a link to the Discord, so I will give you like the guest status and all of the good roles that you need to mint.
Oh, dude, I'm in the Discord.
Oh, yeah,
I would
true,
never.
true. Yes.
I would never fade you.
Thank you. Yeah, it's true. You're already on Discord. Okay, I have 2 questions for you before we wrap the stream up. Okay, so what's the question that you wish people ask you, but they never do?
About the project or personally?
Up to you. It's the question that you do a lot of spaces. People ask you a question, but there is one question that you want to answer, and they never ask this question. It's your time to shine, bro. Give me this question.
That's a tough one. I don't know, man. I'm such an open book. Like, I find this, maybe I say too much sometimes.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't know. I think I'm pretty open. Like, I try to be. I'm pretty doxed on the timeline as well for the most part. And if my camera wasn't all bugged out, I'd be doxed on here as well. I can't think of anything personally, to be honest. Something I would say for the primes and the platform, I guess not so much a question that they would ask, but I guess suggestions, right? I think like for us, like having community feedback and suggestions is something that I think is so important. And so like if there's like something that people come up with or thoughts that they have towards something that hasn't been done or is already done, then that's what I'm most excited to hear really is ideas and different feedback, because there's so many different brains in this ecosystem that are all having crazy different thoughts, and you never know who's got something that cooking, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. So like everyone from the Decoders community, if you are not aware or haven't played with the Primes app, please check it out. Again, it's like I sent the links a couple of messages ago. Test it and DM Gotto. No feedbacks, just good feedbacks, please.
Yeah, please.
And my last question would be like, who should be the next guest? And can you please make the introduction?
Oh man, is it like on like just founders or like people like in the space?
Yes, yeah, Web3. We will stay around Web3 people. Except if you can introduce me to, I don't know, like Obama or like a president, that could be cool. I can take that.
No, but like it doesn't have to be a founder though?
No. It can be content creators, anyone that makes sense to ask some question about Web3 stuff.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna break it. Oh man, can I pick 2?
Yeah, okay,
that's so tough. Okay, my 2 guys, man, that I think are just crushing it right now and have so much to offer are Treats.
Okay.
He works for Bloomverse. He works for Raposa. He's just started working for Liberty Square. Nice. And Treats is just cracked, man. I love him. He's been a big supporter of me and vice versa. And he's very smart. So I would say Treats. And the other one is Clouds. I know you're probably familiar with Clouds. Clouds is an insane content creator. The kid has a great imagination on him, and a cool story. So those are 2 people that I think should get the light.
Shout out to Clouds. Yeah, it was like one of the guests in the early, like a couple of months ago. Like he when I asked him to join when we had like a couple of hundred of subscribers and early podcast, he said yes. So yeah, nice guy. We should do an episode 2. We should do an episode 2 for sure. Nice guy. Yeah. But man, thank you so much for your time, bro. That was amazing. Everyone in the chat, like if you have any question for Gotto, that's the time to shine, or you will have to ask on Twitter.
No, I appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. It's been awesome talking to you, and I'm glad that I've got to come up here and
Yes.
talk with you and your community for a little bit today.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your time. And again, you can come back whenever you want. We can do an episode 2. We can announce some more, announce everything you want to announce on YouTube. And let's do it, man. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. And everyone, we will see you in 55 minutes for the first Decod3rs members show with Jas and Reaper. It's gonna be a banger. So we will see you all there. Thank you so much, Goto. And let's talk about some alpha that you can drop me in my DMs. Thank you.
Cheers, Vince. I'll talk to you later, man. Have a great day.